Welcome, artists! In this video, we are going to learn how to draw some love pop art inspired by my motto, make art with heart. Pop art emerged in the 1950s and was an art movement inspired by consumer goods, mass media, and popular culture, often using bright colors and graphic design. Two of the most popular and influential artists of this movement are Roy Lichtenstein and Andy Warhol. We could all use a little extra love these days, so in order to create our heart-inspired pop art, we're going to create some simple hearts in a pattern for our background. We are going to begin by grabbing a piece of paper and folding it in half. And then we're going to use our scissors and just cut it down that crease. Once we have our two pieces of paper, you're going to begin drawing a heart, which is going to act as a template for the background of our pop art composition. Next, cut out that heart and then begin to trace it all around your paper, creating a pattern composition of hearts filling up the background. Now, once you've finished drawing all of your hearts and created a composition that is pleasing to you, go ahead and decorate your hearts. I'm going to add just some cute little faces on mine, but feel free as the artist to create any kind of patterns or decorations on your hearts that you like. Next, grab your black Sharpie and trace all the lines you just drew. After that, grab whatever you would like to add color to your hearts. I'm just going to use crayons and keep it simple. Once you've finished coloring your background, it's time to begin our 3D letters. Now, I love this resource from Art Projects for Kids, and I'll link it in the description of the video. Now it's time to add a little extra love to our artwork. You are going to just roughly sketch out the letters L-O-V-E. You can place them wherever you want. You can kind of have them overlap. Some of them can be lower or higher on the paper. That is all up to you as the artist. Once I have my letters roughly sketched in the placement and the size that I like to go back in with my ruler and just straighten up those lines just so they look a little bit more crisp. Next, grab your ruler and we're going to make these look more three-dimensional using a series of diagonal lines as well as horizontal and vertical parallel lines to the lines we've already drawn. So the 3 points coming out of our L, we are drawing diagonals, and then we are connecting those with parallel lines going in the same direction as the letters. So I'm going to draw a diagonal coming off the bottom of the V, and then another one that will disappear behind the O, and then follow those lines again to create parallel lines going in the same direction. You're going to continue this process on each of the letters. Now for the O, since it doesn't have any straight lines, you're just going to follow the curved lines of that shape to give it a three-dimensional look. Now, grab that Sharpie and your ruler and begin tracing those lines that you just drew. Now, to give my composition and my letters just a little bit of added visual interest, I'm going to create another detailed pattern. In this case, I'm going to draw a series of polka dots on my letters. Feel free, as the artist, to decorate your letters any way that you want. Now it's time to trace those lines of the circles or dots that I just drew. Now it's time to color in our love. I'm choosing to use some colored pencils only because I can get a little bit more detailed and I can use them to add just a little bit of value to really make these letters pop. Once we have colored in our letters to our liking, grab your scissors and cut out your love letters. I like to leave a little white on the outside. Grab a piece of construction paper that you have left over. Make sure it's just a little bit larger than the size of your letters. Now I'm choosing the color red because it's often associated with love. You are going to draw just a series of zigzag lines all the way around your paper. We are creating this really vibrant graphic background as an homage to Roy Lichtenstein. This is common in his artwork. Next, grab those scissors and just cut around those lines that you just drew. Again, I don't really like to cut right on the line. I like to just leave a little space in between. Next is time to assemble all of the pieces together, finishing your beautiful love pop art inspired design today. If you enjoyed creating with me, keep spreading the love and consider liking and subscribing. Until next time.